So, is Real Madrid planning a Liverpool raid, people? Well, that's what I've been hearing. Obviously, Trent, it's no new news that Trent is coming to Real Madrid. Contracts are nearly done. I hear negotiations are nearly finished. But Konate as well, people. Is Konate potentially going to make a move to the Galacticos? Well, that's what I've been hearing. Now, for me personally, when I look at our defensive issues, and most of it stems obviously from having injuries. Militao's out, obviously, and Asensio's had to cover for Militao. But for me personally, I look at Liverpool as a potential team where we could actually gain their players and really just be an attractive team to go to. But obviously this year depends really, I think, on trophies and how the trajectory is going for Real Madrid also. And currently I'm in Leicester Square, guys, so if you hear noise in the background, you know what? It's all part of London, and we're here, baby. We're here again in London. I'm going to be here for the next few weeks, obviously bringing you the best content also for the Arsenal preview against Real Madrid. But just going back to it, I think Real Madrid need to be strengthening their defense mostly in the summer. That's what is the main area that we need to be going into, because I feel the defense needs strengthening, it needs depth, it needs quality in there, and Konate is a decent defender. Obviously, before I launched the video, then Van Dijk was not going to Real Madrid, and that's the absolute truth. Van Dijk is heavily into PSG's pockets. But Konate is another one, and I think he'd be a good addition. Obviously, you can look across the world, and you can look at Bastoni, you can look at Van Dijk, you can look at Saliba. But if Saliba's not going to come to Real Madrid, and he's planning to stay to Arsenal, and extend his stay at Arsenal, then we have to look elsewhere. And Konate is a very good defender. Physical, quick, reactive, and sometimes, yes, he does have a bozo moment. I'm not going to be, blowing that over, but I think Konate is a great addition if we can get him. So it's just looking at the defensive market, looking at the centre-back market, and seeing, can Real Madrid really recruit someone who's going to be just the next big thing at Real Madrid? Obviously, with the guidance of Rudiger, with the guidance of Militao, when he does come back, then we will be looking at that. Asensio's doing a great job. We have to admit, Asensio's been a breath of fresh air in the Real Madrid squad. Absolutely brilliant, pace, quick, literally Ramos regen. But we need someone big, we need someone physical, apart from Rudiger, so we can have presence in there and really create a defensive unit that'll be for years to come. And Rudiger, look, his future is unknown. He'll probably stay for Real Madrid for a more couple of years, and who knows after that. So we just need to be turning over defenders, and if we do sell them and we do bring in new ones, then it's going to be a completely different story, and Real Madrid really need to focus in on that. So for me, defense is a big area, and obviously Trent, the news is that it's about 99% done. Who knows what that means, literally, but 99% could mean anything, literally, guys. So Trent, obviously there's no story behind it in terms of myself, and my story is that I look at it and just see Trent as a person who can enhance Real Madrid's creative side of the team, because naturally from the right back he's a very creative player. Yes, his defensive skills do lack. We have to admit that. But is he better creation wise than Vasquez? Miles better. Is Carvajal going to be fully fit next season? Who knows? He's been in training recently. He's trying to recover quickly so he can come back to the squad. Hopefully, in time, if we do beat Arsenal, if we do beat whoever's going to be out, PSG and Aston Villa, we do beat them as well and maybe reach the final. And if Carvajal can come back for that, then honestly, would be one of the best things for Real Madrid. So right back is a crucial area. So many right backs, honestly, in world football that are really good. Like, I feel that Timber is a very, very good right back defensively and very, very solid. So looking at the transfer market, it's all fugazi at the end of the day. It's all speculation. It's all rumours. But Real Madrid starting to put the feeders again and putting the feeders into Konate, putting the feeders into Trent Alexander-Arnold means that, you know what, maybe we can do big business in the summer. Well, I don't want to be looking at the attacking end. Sorry about that, guys. I don't want to be looking at that. If maybe Vinny was to leave and potentially go to Saudi Arabia, then maybe look at the attacking area. But the defense is the crucial area. We need the strength. We need bodies in there that can make us progress further, enhance our squad in terms of depth, in terms of quality, and then go for more league titles, go for more Champions League titles, go for more Copa del Rey titles. Because ultimately, that's where Real Madrid need to head to. Because Modric soon's going to be replaced. Obviously, Ancelotti wants Modric to stay on for longer. And it's all just in the air. It's all mixed up, really. Because, look, Florian Wirtz, no surprise that Real Madrid do like Florian Wirtz as well. There's no surprise that Real Madrid do like Kimmich. There's no surprise that Real Madrid do like Saliba. All these big names in world football, Real Madrid are always going to get linked to because of the stature of the club, the big name that Real Madrid brings, the contracts, the money that Real Madrid brings. And that's one thing that we hold over most clubs. We can pay the big dollars, we can pay the big money, we can attract talent like William Saliba to Real Madrid. So if it's either between a toss-up of Konate and William Saliba, absolutely go for Saliba, absolutely. But Konate, he's not on the caliber of William Saliba, we know that. And Perez, his preferred choice, and we know that also, is William Saliba. All the news that Arsenal, William Saliba wants to extend his stay and all that, that is all absolute fugazi, people. That's not truth. Because Saliba, if Real Madrid come knocking at your door, you're going to go to Real Madrid. You want to play for the biggest club in the world, yeah? For all that it slates Real Madrid, we are still the biggest club in the world. By a country mile, we can attract certain talent that other teams cannot attract. Yeah, and a team like even Man United, because their name holds so much weight, they can attract certain talent. Real Madrid are in the same boat, regardless if we win stuff this year or we don't win stuff this year. It's always going to be the same situation with Real Madrid. So they just want to play for the biggest clubs in the world. So I look at Saliba as the main guy that we need to go through. If we can't go for Saliba, then yes, look elsewhere. Look at Konate. Look, if we can attract Bastoni from Inter, then, hey, God, you know, please be my guest. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. Inter are obviously on their own trajectory, and I think they're going in a great position. They're always uphill climbing. And Real Madrid at the moment, downwards, literally on a downward spiral. But look, we're still in all comps. Look, I'm in London, I'm enjoying myself. I want to do these previews with all the Arsenal fans and see where we go from it. And do you know what, yeah? I think personally, being here, you know, in London and trying to, you know, wait for that match, seeing that match where it goes, the Arsenal match, I'm looking forward to it. But going back to transfers, guys, honestly, it's something that we need to really be serious about this summer. We need to be serious. We need to really just take notes and see, okay, pencil down, who do we want? Which areas do we want? Clear that we need a defensive midfielder. Zubimendi obviously links with Real Madrid. Zubimendi will be a great addition to Real Madrid because he is the archetypal player that we need in this squad. Yeah, we need that kind of player. Somebody who can control the ball in the midfield, somebody who can really dictate the play from deep, somebody who is as of like a Cruz player, but just has a little bit more defensive attributes obviously about him. Obviously, Zubimendi hasn't got the vision of Cruz and hasn't got the passing range of Cruz or whatever that is. But defensively, he's good. He always runs his man down. So Zubimendi is a player that I want, and we just need to realize who we want as a team. That is all I'm saying. Ancelotti needs to go to Perez and say, look, I want this kind of player, I want this player, I want this player. If we just start kind of bombarding the attack and trying to do that all the time, then there's no weight behind it. Now we have Mbappe already, we have Rodrigo, we have Vinny, some of the best players in the world football up front. Yeah, Endrick needs to be evolving into the team. And with, like, for example, Gula apparently leaving, like, we have to look at elsewhere, bringing the youth back. Like, for example, Nico Paz, bring him back to Real Madrid, you see? So there's so many players to talk about. And I just want you in the comments below to let me know any type of player that's actually realistic news. We're not talking about fugazi news. We're not talking about news that is up in the air and, you know, falsified. I want news, genuine news, that you think could be a great addition to Real Madrid. We don't want to see just, rumors and rumors and rumors. Everything is rumors at the end of the day. But rumors that hold weight is a different story, because Real Madrid obviously want to feed that into the news. So when the summer transfers come, they're at the front end. They're always first place. They're always going to be live and waking, you know, to just literally go in for their man. So Saliba is one of them. Konate is another. Obviously Trent is another. It looks like Liverpool were raiding them. Who knows? But we'll see anyway, guys. So much appreciated, guys. Make sure you catch, obviously, previews coming up. I'm going to be here in London for the next 2 weeks or so. So make sure that you catch up with that, honestly. And then I'm back to Madrid for the return leg for Real Madrid versus Arsenal. That is going to be a huge game at the Bernabéu. It depends on what we take, the result we take to there as well. So, guys, take care. Adios from London. And we'll see you next time. A la Madrid y nada más. Take care.